I did it again. Exploded the sun. Got trapped in a hole. Oh, Dorgles, Dorgles.
Are we going back here?
I want to find out what's up with that scallywag.
Do you want to play so you're not...
No, I want to feel less ill before I even touch a controller.
Okay.
Or I'll barf on it.
Can you see a Grog?
No, I can move it. I already moved it.
You're good.
I kicked it with my leg.
Okay.
I'm just like a starfish now. This is fine though. People like me who get motion sick, we have our ways to cope.
Okay. I think this just shows you should be the one playing, because my playstyle is obviously like putting you...
Just starfish on the floor. You just keep spinning. You're just spinning forever. Everywhere you go, you spin. You're like a Beyblade. You're letting it rip all over the galaxy.
Where's...
The Twin Embers.
Yeah, of course it's close to the sun, right?
It is, yeah. And you can always check your map. Yo, you can always check your map. There they are. The balls of the galaxy.
So, if there's another cave entrance in... Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa now. Whoa, Nelly. Talk about overshooting.
If there's another way in, cave entrance style... Alright, there we go.
You're gonna try to find it. I recommend you start at the bottom, since that's the bit which we have the least amount of time to explore.
This bridge wasn't always broken, right? Maybe it's in here.
Maybe.
You said the bottom though, didn't you? I feel like there wasn't anything really in the bottom.
No, there wasn't. I think you're looking for one of those bridges. Who am I to say though? There might be something at the bottom. I'm walking on sunshine.
I felt like that just started up.
No. You're in a dangerous place though.
Right.
I start to feel good.
Come on, get down there.
Hello.
Okay, that's a full bridge, and I feel like we went across those two bridges.
Hello, little man. He wants in the bathroom. But it creates screen glare, little man. Stop being a stinky, smelly little boy.
Threading the needle. Alright, cool. So we're back. I'm gonna check in here.
Yes, do it. Ooh, nice. Coming in clutch just in time.
Presumably... Okay, let's just assume that they came in from that way and go the other way. It feels like it's going lower down. But it's not. It's outside.
It's outside. You're so fast.
Yeah, I'm trying to go fast.
You gotta. That's what I heard. That's what I heard from the internet.
Okay. We're gonna abort this mission.
Get in a cave.
And get my get my refill going on.
Get in a cave.
The ship is the other way.
You could just bank on finding. I guess it's the fuel's problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's not really a place to refuel. But I'm so conscious of all the time that's being wasted.
Yeah, I've had to use so much of my fuel just to get around. Okay, this is a dead run, I think.
Just fling yourself into the sun. Get sanded. Let the sand consume you. Are you trying to murder yourself by throwing yourself into objects? Nice, you found the ship.
I found the ship. I'm okay.
Time to put on a plaster. I'm okay.
Okay, we've wasted too much time.
Well, check. Like, go and find the skeleton as fast as you can.
How am I meant to find it, though?
Just go along the bridge again, and then we know which way leads to the colony. We'll just go along and fall down the hole.
Okay.
And it's starting to feel good. Ooh. Ba-ba-ba-ba-do-ba-ba-do-da-do.
I fucked up.
Where are you going?
I don't know where I'm going. Whoa. Oh.
You found something, though.
You have little faith.
Oh, you've just as I planned. Look, though, new things.
No, I think we've done this.
Oh yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you're right. That's where the quantum rock was, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. Good call there.
Unidentified signal nearby.
It'll be the quantum. Unless it'll be the campfire, won't it? Because we still haven't said hello to the person at the
Yeah, it's
campfire.
true. I don't know where I'm going. Ow. See what's over this way.
Hear what's over here. Know what's over here. Gonna have a look.
Manny.
Go on.
Collis is from as he vanished from the lake bed cove, the one at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole several days ago, and we're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. I beg you, Brent Readingless, help us recover Coleus.
This rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? Because your unique colour and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. Wasn't this some rock fragment in the cave we found on the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole? We plan to re-examine the northern lake bed cave. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there.
I keep reading it and then moving.
I noticed. An update. Malarai and I went back to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't. That means this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious.
How curious.
How curious. My scroll now. Your scroll now.
Okay. Northern is blue not hello.
Hello.
Is no. Shit.
Poop.
Is I'm gonna guess that blue is north.
Yes, okay.
You reckon?
Sure. You think it's at the North Pole?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the North Pole. Oh?
Excuse me. Just coming through. Sand crossing. You seem to be going the wrong way for the...
No. Did you not see my O2 levels and my fuel? Wrong way.
Oh my gosh.
2 key.
You're so careful.
I was... Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's good. It's a good thing. You should be careful. Space exploration is dangerous. We know this.
Maybe I'll just take the ship instead. Oh, no, I can't see what the planet is.
Uh-oh.
Ah, well.
But you can still... There you are. You can still see it.
No, I can. Ow.
Ow. That noise gets me every time.
Okay, so this would just, I would assume that this. Oh,
Here you
hello.
are. Hello.
What's this?
What is this? Oh,
That's that symbol we found.
yeah, it's just another warper. It's a symbol we found. Doig, do you know what that symbol is?
What is that symbol?
Oh, sorry, you were looking at a different one. This is my
one.
bad. Yeah.
This one.
Maybe it's a quantum moon.
I've already forgotten where we found that symbol.
It was at the bottom of something on our planet, I think.
This planet sometimes, and only sometimes, has a moon. This is also of note. It disappears if no one is watching it. Isn't that a fascinating orbital characteristic?
Sure is.
This one also has it? Okay. I found your note, Mallory. Kindly count me among the moon's admirers. What is happening when it disappears? I doubt it ceases to exist. Does it move to another location? I believe so. Not only does the moon appear around Birdo Hollow, I can confirm it sometimes orbits Timber Hearth as well. This is my first time encountering a natural satellite with the ability to vanish when not being watched. We should study it, or even better, we should travel there. I agree, our first step would be determining a method to track this phantom moon so that we can always know where it is. That makes sense. Given its reluctance to move while consciously observed, it might be a form of macroscopic quantum mechanics.
I think that's the symbol of the quantum moon, dude. I think that's showing you where it is in the sky.
This thing?
Yeah, because they're moving. They're orbiting around.
So you think that the... Is that it there?
Yeah, I think so. Because look, there's the water planet. And that's the water planet symbol. And then the quantum moon symbol
Is
the
orbiting
orange
in
one.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So they successfully built something to track where the quantum moon was. Like, if you look away and then check where the quantum moon is again, look, it's changing.
It's moving. Or it's back there now.
Yeah, but it was moving when you weren't looking at it. See?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's the symbol for the quantum moon.
Yeah. Sure is.
Where the... We found that somewhere. We found that somewhere.
I think it was in Timberhearth. It was
No,
at the bottom of something and we landed on it and we were like, what happens if you land on it?
That was on...
Was it here?
That was on Giant's Deep, wasn't it? We were in a water pool on Giant's Deep and they built... You remember?
Maybe so. My theory is that this moon can go to any planet. I don't think it's only limited to Timberhearth, these planets, and Brittle Hollow.
Yeah, because that's it there.
I think it can go to any.
Wait, it stayed there.
Yeah, sometimes it's still there. Sometimes it's not. Wait a second, look somewhere else, Stoic. Yeah. For a second I thought it was following where we were looking, but I guess not.
No, it's there. Oh, you sneaky moon.
Sneaky moon!
You sneaky moon!
Well, what do you want to do?
I don't know what I want to do about it.
I mean, we wanted to go and look at the Skellywag,
You know
but
what
it's
I
way
should do
too
about
late.
It is totally giving off quantum stuff. That's how we find it when we're in space.
Yeah, it is.
Where else is giving off quantum?
And if you ever want to find it in space, we can just come here.
There's quantum shit going on as it predicted on Giant's Deep.
On Giant Steep. Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Quantum shit.
I'm actually really surprised the ship managed to land here by the way that I got out of it.
That is a place to land, alright.
Yeah.
It's like it farted you out.
Let's go. Okay. Is the thing still circling the moon?
No, I think... Oh, you mean the sun?
No, sorry. The thing's still circling the sun.
No, I think when the sun gets too big, it basically gets consumed by it.
Okay.
That's my theory.
What's our next objective then?
I wanted to investigate the scallywag.
What's Scallywag?
The one we found in the caves that we came here to look at.
Oh, right, you're right.
But it's a bit late for us to do it now.
Yeah.
So we could go and do a different objective on our list of things we wanted to check out.
And then come back.
Yeah, we could just investigate more on the surface. Because it seemed like there's a lot of things to find. Oh my gosh. Or, you know, since we're now on a new run. What happened to you?
I was just gonna get out a quick second, and it didn't let me. I thought I could just jump out.
You didn't manage to though, did you?
No. There's a lot of gravity.
My gosh.
I was more gravity than I tried to go out the.
It's a good job you're so good at the game.
And listen, okay.
Listen.
I think
even a clock is right once a day.
I think we giants deep it. I think we go and check what this quantum moon thing is.
But the scallywag though, Mike, I'm so excited about it.
But I don't know how to get.
We'll find a way.
Okay, we're finding a way.
This is the way. Hello, I'm Quantum. I'm a quantum. Oh, I'm a quantum boy. Listen to my song.
Where the hell is... There we are.
You know you have a map.
I don't care about the map.
I don't give a shit. Real explorers do it with their eyeballs. Real explorers never use a map.
Yep.
They just wander into the wilderness and then never come out. Did you hear about people who go missing while they're hiking in America? Spooky story
Frequently.
time.
I mean, that's pretty much the basis for all storylines on Supernatural.
Spooky story, is it?
Yeah.
I thought the basis for all stories on Supernatural was he's a werewolf or something. That dude's a werewolf. You know that dude who seems like he's not? Well, he is. I thought that was like every episode.
Do you know what? The werewolf episodes are actually really cool in Supernatural, so you take that back.
I wouldn't know. Hey, I didn't say they weren't cool. I just said I thought the structure of every Supernatural episode was, hey, look at this person we met this episode. Oh, they're supernatural.
Oh! They're supernatural.
Oh, yeah, that snowflake at the bottom.
This is good.
It seems like a good place to land.
This is good.
Yeah, and you were worried you wouldn't land in any trees. Look at you. You're a regular Swiftie.
This is good.
You're doing good. You're doing well.
This is good.
You're carrying the torch perfectly. That's it. Now just accelerate towards your destination. But yeah, spooky stories. For people who don't know, there's a place in America where people go to hike. And strange things happen when they do. Sometimes people disappear and they're never found. Sometimes people disappear and then their bodies are found years later in strange, unusual places they shouldn't be able to get.
I did the thing.
Miles and miles away from where they started, where their camping equipment was, or where they... Wait, what happened?
I did the thing!
What thing?
I didn't put my suit on.
You mean died? You didn't put your suit on! It happens to all of us once. Sorry, Doug. It seemed like it was going to be a good run as well.
Too busy talking about Sam and Dean. Okay,
I was talking about hikers.
I know you were. But I was thinking about Sam and Dean.
There was one such story where someone was camping at a well-known campsite. They were camping at a well-known campsite, and they were fishing with their son. And their son, who was very young, just wanted to go like back to the tent. I've forgotten why. I'm gonna make up that he wanted to get a juice box or something. And dad was like, sure, go grab that, then come back. And he was fine with the son doing that because the camp was only like 100 yards away or something. It was really close, you know? And it was even visible from where he was sitting. So the son went, didn't come back. They found him miles away. Wandering miles away. And when they asked him what had happened, the things he said, they were wild things. They didn't match up with anything that anyone knew from this world. And of course it was like, well, he was like 6 or something, so he could have just been like, have a wildly active imagination. But also no one ever quite knows, do they? How did he get there? There was no way he could have made it there by himself. That far away. Oh, you were so close! Oh, you were so close. Other times, hikers go missing and they're found in odd positions. Their scallywags are found sat up on rocks with just their shoes missing. And it's like, how did this person die here? They have all their camping equipment. They didn't starve. There's still energy bars and stuff. What happened? Sometimes they're just places where no one should be able to get, like in a mountain, in a crevice, so far away from where the hiking trail is.
Oh.
And if the person's an experienced hiker, it's like they couldn't have got lost this much. Spooky things. Scary, spooky things that happen.
I want to land on that thing now. It keeps catching my eye and I just want to land on it.
The ADHD struggle of having a written plan and being unable to stick to any one objective because you keep seeing things that you just have to investigate.
I just want to know what that is.
Me too. I also want to know. There's got to be some technique to it, right?
I feel like there's probably like a really clever way to do it.
There's got to be a technique. There's got to be a timing. There's got to be something where like a planet passes by so close you can like launch yourself. Okay, wild idea.
Wild idea, yeah.
What if you launch yourself from the gravity cannon on Twin Ember?
I'm going too fast.
You're going too fast in the opposite direction.
I'm going too fast.
It's the problem.
I'm going...
It seems like such a good plan, though. Look around you. What can you see? Is there anywhere you can land?
I'm going so fast. There goes my ship.
Could you not match velocity with the sun or something? It's too late now. You could have jumped out and immediately matched velocity, but instead you just sent yourself careening into space.
Fuck.
Okay. There should be a seppuku button in this game.
I think the game wants you to live with your mistake.
I think that's fair. Where's that?
Yeah, it's over there.
Oh, it's gonna loop over the top. I think you've got a chance of catching it if you immediately go. But we missed it the first time round.
This is peaceful.
It's beautiful. What did you think to my hiking stories?
I wasn't listening.
Oh.
I heard the thing about the 6-year-old kid like making stuff up.
You didn't hear anything else, though.
Just crazy stories.
Just crazy stories. They're all true, though. That's the scariest thing about them. Your ship is gone.
How far out can the ship go?
At least 1 kilometer more, as always, Miss Swan.
Fuck it, I'm letting it ride. I'm letting it ride.
You're just gonna sit here until you run out of stuff.
Well, I can just boast until I die.
Yeah, you could boost your way to speed run.
I don't know. There's just something peaceful about that.
Though it's the end of the world, don't blame yourself.
Fast can I go? That's really cool that you just keep the speed, because that's
space, baby.
how space goes.
Is that water's deep just to the top left of the sun?
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep calling it water deep because my mind has been poisoned by a fantasy story where that is a place. Is it Game of Thrones?
Imagine you could just doze off now.
I mean, I could do that. In real life, I could do that. You seem to be fairly far outside of the solar system here, Doig. Doig has decided that rather than wait for the sun to explode, he's going to find himself a new solar system where he will set up a settlement.
This is the thumbnail. This is
you
the thumbnail.
Are here. Can you go off the map? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Is that as far as you can zoom out?
This is as far as I can zoom out, yeah.
Oh, what happens when you reach the edge of the map? Go back into yourself. I want to see what happens. Will anything happen? Will it be like Sea of Thieves, or when you sail off the edge of the map?
It just starts...
You just get into like red water and red skies and everything goes bonkers and your ship explodes.
Mural panel 3 error. Why is there an error?
What, where?
Why does it say mural panel 3 error?
Maybe because you're too far away? Or maybe something has happened to the mural. That's weird. Because
oh, that would make sense.
You marked it in your ship.
Yeah.
So that it would show you on the map where it is.
Maybe it's the error because it's went through the black hole.
Yeah, maybe. How far are you now off the map now? Oh look, we're still going. We're still within sight.
Oh, I can't. Oh, what is that?
What?
The little. Wait.
What?
This here. What is that?
It's just a little exploding galaxy, dude. They're
right?
all over. Look around.
Are they all exploding?
They are. Do you think that rather than resetting a timeline, these are all the same galaxy? And they're all exploding, like these are all different versions of this. And we're not actually repeating the same one every time.
We're teleporting.
We're going between them.
Yeah, look, that thing. Is that...
It's going to explode. It's just another one. There it goes. They're all doing it.
We're just far enough to actually, like, pay attention.
Okay, here's a wild idea. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, can you go under? You know, you see how that thing is it's on a perpendicular path.
Yeah.
Can you go on that path? Can you go under? Or can you only go out to the sides?
I think you can go any direction.
Okay, so here's my idea.
Yeah.
There was a time when the thing explodes at the beginning and it's the first thing you look at, which makes me feel like it's super important, right?
Yeah.
It's like the key to the story.
Yeah.
And I switched to the map and I could see the thing flying out towards me.
Yeah.
What if we run to the ship and we just try and catch it?
Okay.
We just try and catch the thing that gets flung off at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm there for
To
it.
see if that's even possible. It gets flung off in a random direction is part of the problem, but you can see it because it's blue.
Sun's getting real low now.
Sun's getting real low. I can't even tell if it's getting smaller, or if it's just because we're so far away.
It's getting smaller. Somehow the ship is over there though, so I must have careened off in a completely different direction. Because I would have assumed the ship was going that away.
Where are we now?
Oh, we can actually see that shit happening as well here.
Yeah. It's beautiful if you're not in it.
Oh.
Whoa. You know what it reminds me of?
What?
The ore. Oh, we didn't get to see it.